Hey, I hope you guys are loving this look. If you want to see how I achieved it, just keep watching. Alright, so as you can see, I'm just taking my moisturizer and going ahead and moisturizing my face. And that's what I like to do. I kind of do that instead of using primer. Before I start any makeup application, I have to moisturize my face. Now I'm just going to take my e.l.f. eyebrow pencil and go ahead and fill in my brows. I'm going to start doing that, making sure that they look even, nice, and full. Now I'm just going to go ahead and take my concealer and my angle brush and clean up under my eyebrows so they can look nice, clean, and sharp. So I'm just going to take my Real Technique blending brush and I'm just going to blend that concealer completely out so that it's smooth and it looks good on both sides. I'm also going to blend out the top of the concealer that I put on top of the brows, and I'm just going to keep blending until I'm satisfied. Now I'm just going to take my Rumor base in the shade White, or 01 I believe, and I'm just going to prime my eyelids so that my colors pop when I add my shadows. I'm just going to blend that up into the Rumor 5 base that I used, and I'm going to keep going until it looks good. Now jumping into that James Charles palette, I'm going to pick up that black shadow first. That just helps when you cut the crease. It makes it really sharp and it looks really good to have that dark shadow as the base color. From there, I'm just going to keep building up my colors that I'm going to use. Now dipping back into that James Charles palette, I'm going to pick up this blue shade here. And I'm going to just go right over top of the black and blend those two shades together. And just keep on blending until I get them to kind of blend seamlessly together. Now going back into the James Charles palette, I'm going to pick up that green color and I'm going to go right on top of the blue shade and blend those two together as well until I get the look that I'm looking for. right back into the James Charles palette and pick up that yellow shade. That's going to be the last shade that I'm going to use. I'm going to blend that up into the eyebrow and on top of that green shade so they kind of all transition into each other nice. Now it's time to cut the crease, and I'm going to go back into that Rumor #1 concealer, and I'm going to go ahead and clean up my cut crease. I'm going to pull it all the way so it kind of creates a wing look. And just make sure you're taking your time to cut your crease, just to make sure that it's straight or you have the desired shape that you're looking for. Now I'm going to take that pink shade and I'm going to start to pack that color on. I'm also going to dip into the orange, pack that color on as well. I'm going to go back between the two colors so that they blend into each other very nicely. And once I'm done with that, I'm going to add the yellow on as well. As you can see, once I added that yellow color on, it just popped the whole look. I started to love it. The yellow brings so much color and it's so pretty. So I'm just going to pack that yellow, blend those colors out as well. Going back in the James Charles palette, I'm going to pick up that champagne color and I'm going to add it all over the rest of my lid. Blend it into the yellow shade so that they look seamless. As you can see, I started feeling myself. The look was starting to come together and I loved it. So I just grabbed that NYX pigment and I'm going to add it over top of that champagne color from the James Charles palette. And then I'm just going to add a bit of glitter on the outer corners just to add some depth. It looks really pretty when the light hits it. Using my NYX liner, I'm just going to go ahead and line the bottom. I'm not going to do a wing because I want the colors to pop, but I am going to just tight line my eyelashes. My eyeliner so that my lashes look good when I apply them. So I just use my NYX mascara because I like how little it is and how it can separate the eyelashes. So I use that for the top and the bottom. So now I'm just taking a makeup remover wipe and I'm just removing all the fallout. I'm going to go ahead and clean up that white concealer that's by my wings. Just starting to prep my face for my foundation application. So I was trying out Huda Beauty foundation, so it is slightly lighter than I would have normally used for my skin, but we're just gonna go with it. I'm gonna blend it out and it'll look fine. Now going back in with that Rumor 1 base, I'm gonna go ahead and put some concealer on the bottom of my lash line so that when I add my colors, they pop. So I'm gonna go ahead and add that yellow, that orange, and that pink to my lower lash line, and it just ties the whole look together. Now I'm just taking my ColourPop eyeliner pencil, and I'm not sure what the color is called, but that's the purple, and I'm just adding that to my lower lash line. Taking my Shape Tape concealer in the color Sand Tan, I'm just going to go ahead and conceal my under eyes and use a nice fluffy dome brush to blend that out into my foundation to make sure it looks good. Using my concealer stick, I'm just gonna go ahead and start to contour. This is my favorite part because it starts to bring color back into your face because I was starting to look seriously washed out. So I'm just gonna blend that out with my Japanese blending brush and keep going until I'm looking nice and bronzed. Now it's time to set my concealer, so I'm just going to go ahead and take my Airspun powder and I'm going to set my under eyes, and I'm also going to set around my lips. Wherever you have the most creasing or you get the most oily, you just want to go ahead and take your Airspun powder and go ahead and apply. Subscribe to my channel to get more looks. They won't all be dramatic. It's just fun. We're gonna like it, some people aren't. It is what it is. Stay tuned, you might have a vibe that rocks good with you. So yeah, I just decided to put on this little white